let me check my audio. Let me check my audio real quick. I'm connected, but why isn't it playing? Okay. Hey, what up, Tommy Rogers? Give me a second, fam. Okay. I probably just gotta play it through my TV. Let me see. Let me see if it'll play now. How's the audio? Hold on, man. I'm not satisfied with that though. I'm trying to get my speaker, my stereo tower to play. Hold on. Let me reset it. Let's see if it do it now.
Telling us they're gonna go to Mars with a man. That's why I call him out as hard as I can.
What up, Goddess?
Bill Nye, the science guy, once said that I am one giant fuckhead. Me and Neil deGrasse, straight shield for cash, and we are the evil that people want dead. You're just a product of the environment, but everything is fake. This entire shit, I don't know what to say, but I've been here every day and I've been trying it. Everything that we're taught is a scam, and all along it was part of the plan. Telling us they're gonna go to Mars with a man. That's why I call them out as hard as I can. We ain't been to the moon and we ain't going soon. And everybody at NASA is a soulless goon. Man, this is fact. This is so damn true. Everybody watch out, Orion's floating through. Man's face is fake, but you gotta admit this lie takes the cake. These people need to chill out and take a break. But I'll never sleep again, I gotta stay awake. They lie and we don't need that. It's one big hoax and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at. I used to believe that. have a clue. I used to think the earth was a ball just like you. Who knew? Everything that we learned in school is nothing but bullshit. None of it's true. Ha. And these people call it education. Just a clever way to say indoctrination. You don't seem to understand the problem. It's all about common sense and observation, but not for the mainstream. It isn't the case. They say you're spinning on a rock in the middle of space, but now's not the time, nor is it the place. I'm really sick of getting lied to, so get out my face. If you feel the way I feel, then come with me, get up. Flat earthers all across the plane, ripping it up. Truth seekers all up in this bitch, getting it crunk. And if you think we plan on stopping, then you're shit out of luck. That's why ODD is always on the grind, and I'm never ever scared to speak what's on my mind. Cause this day and age, everybody is afraid. It's an illness. Realness is hard to find. They lie all the time, and we don't need that. It's one big hoax, and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at. I used to believe that.
You gotta follow up with this one, because we're gonna be talking about illusions today.
Around you, what you see is just illusions. Every circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solution. But going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like subhumans. Repeat after me, I am not free. They're lying to you, they're lying to me. What are they hiding? I'm dying to see. Why is it God that they're trying to be? The acquisition of wealth and power is what they know. They've always been among us. They own it,
they run the show.
When it comes to making a difference,
We ain't moving. Nope.
Is a fallacy. You're just a
Free race human. Yep.
You live as a slave, and that's just a matter of fact. If you want to see change, forget all the games. We're gonna just have to attack. This is our world, and we're snatching it back. If you don't want it, move off to the side. Not for the cowardly, not for the weak. Only the strong come along for the ride. Won't be so simple, I'm not gonna lie. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try. With everything that they're doing to all of us, maybe tomorrow we're all gonna die. Either way, they kill us slowly, dumb us down, and make us dopey. Everything you in all the news you get is phony. It's time we show the people how the elite are so deceitful. It's time we rise up high up enough to expose this evil. Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in. There's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them. They treat us like subhumans. Look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions. They create the problems, then they offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them. They treat us like subhumans. What you see is just illusions. 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 ODD TV Truth Division, the one and only.
They hate the fact that I say, fuck it, blow me.
I'm a researcher, a real truth seeker.
This is my classroom, fool. I'm the
school teacher, prepared to be blown away. Everything you know gets thrown away. Take your mind to a whole other level, put the pedal to the metal with no delay. How much worse must it get before we do something about it? For we are many, they are few, man, we got them surrounded. It's time we think outside the cage where our brains have been placed. The true history of the world has been changed and erased. It's 1984, these things are so Orwellian. Big brother brother, motherfucker, super totalitarian. Your thoughts being suggested, your speech being suppressed, always being corrected, freedom being oppressed, always under surveillance, in a state of unrest. And if you protest it, they put your ass under arrest.
Take a look around you, what you see is just illusions. Everything goes in circles, but there's no revolutions.
They create the problems and
They offer the solutions. We're nothing but going to them, they treat us like humans.
take a look around you.
What you see is just illusions.
Everything goes in circles, but
There's no revolutions.
they create the problems
But they offer the solutions.
We're nothing but going to them. They
Treat us like humans. What you see is just illusions. 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 Get one more, then we can get started.
What you're seeing here is a mirage. A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb people believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till the elite are being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big Bang, evolution, and there's gravity. I tell the truth, and then these motherfuckers laugh at me, telling me the earth is photoshopped because it has to be. Most people accept rejection happily, but what they're doing to us all is it created the heavens and the earth in the first, but we're living in a fitness on the galaxy. They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof. It seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from grace. You can take that bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face. I'm the antisocial type. You're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, because you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards. Watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the globe model. Ever since y'all could we follow rape.
Uh-oh. They mess with my stream, y'all. But would that stop anything? Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play it without the graphics. Maybe it'll play without buffering. We're gonna play it without the graphics. It might not buffer.
It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, here is a mirage. A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb people believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till the elite are being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big bang, evolution, and there's gravity.
I tell the truth to these motherfuckers letting me, telling me the earth is Photoshop because it has to be.
Most people accept the deception happily, but what they're doing to us all is a tragedy.
God created the heaven and the earth in a burst of the religion.
They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof. It seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from grace.
You can bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face.
Get out my face. I'm the antisocial.
Fucking with my stream, y'all.
You're a government prototype. That's why you make me that I'm crazy every time you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards, about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the glow model. Ever since y'all, we follow rapists and murderers, liars and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because
We're all too small.
It's never been proven. They say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no,
not at all.
It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is.
What you're seeing here is a mirage. They say that we went to the moon 6 times, but pure BS is the way that smelled. Now they're telling us that we can't even leave the planet because of the Van Allen radiation belt. Yeah, okay, sure. NASA, what you lying for? You lying now, you lied before. I can't take this anymore. The only thing they took to space was your imagination. Fake aliens are coming, now they have you waiting. We need to do something about it, no procrastination. Trying to cause the masses to awaken, that's the path I've taken. But you can see if you check all the percentages. So many people having cognitive dissonance. But that's what happens at the loss of your innocence. Then you get involved with all of this wickedness. They try to do all the humans this way. So are they just idiots? Who is to say?
Conditioned by the television.
It makes your decisions, opinions, and you just obey. Stuck in the material domain of Satan, where everything in each and every day is pagan. Mandela effect, because the game is changing. People waking up and now the cage is shaking.
The earth is flat, and that's a universal fact. If it isn't that, then tell me where the fuck the curve is at.
They tell us that we can't see it because we're all too small. And now we're spinning on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the glow model. Ever since y'all could grow. We follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
It is Photoshop, but it has to be.
What you're seeing here is a mirage. It's Photoshop, but it has to be. It's Photoshop, but it has to be. It's Photoshop, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
All right. What's good, people? Yeah, my homeboy Destruction by Design sent me something on Facebook today. I'll play it in a minute. Anybody join, definitely subscribe to my gaming channel. I'm about to put the link in the description box. Oh, what do you know? It pops up as my. It pops up as my. This right here is the one I just did. This is the one I streamed this morning. So let's see. Is there a link? There it is. All right. Just give me a second. So shoot, how y'all doing out there, man? Let me see. It's probably him sending me something now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rich Bill, I see the link you put in the chat. But shit, you should came a little early before I started streaming. Or let us build on this thing real quick with deGEGRASSE TYSON. Just give me a second. Why didn't I do it this way? Okay. Okay. Is it buffering? It seems like it's buffering. There we go. So anybody just now tuning in, just refresh your page and then you'll see my gaming channel in the description box. Let me see. Go ahead and like the video, share the video, tweet the video. We finna get it in today. Matter of fact, speaking of videos, I got a video to play for y'all. Yeah. It's acting real slow, fam. Okay. Let me see it again. You can take me to the stars. Oops. We can touch the stars tonight. Alright. Alright. Let's just see the picture I posted. Oh, okay. Let me see. Artist, Australian based, major. You do links on corp logos and hidden the culture info. Alright, let me check this out. Let's check this out real quick. I don't know why they keep sounding me out like this, man. Hold on, y'all. Oh well, I might as well put my link to the show in this chat right here. I'm in here. Thanks, Miss Bella. Let me see if I can give them the link. Okay. Thanks, Miss Bella. Sorry, that was a playback. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I know people who got really sick from McDonald's 3 years ago. That's what's up. Who all this up in here? Oh, okay, I see you, Tommy. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, artists are Australian Mason. Yeah, absolutely. So now, let's get in. Let's go ahead and get class underway. I know I took up a lot of y'all time already. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? Get ready to laugh. Get ready to laugh.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Truth TV News. And I wanted to talk to you today about the issue that Neil deGrasse Tyson is having over at his place of employment, on Star Talk. He came on the other night and was talking on his show about just to basically talking about how the universe is not adding up. So I said, well, I better just go ahead and cover it. I did want to just kind of say a few things about it. He says here that the universe is our kind of a frenemy, and that's what he says. But really, it's all about the fraud. It's really all about the fraud because what
Look, you can take me to the
he's referring
stars.
to is the idea that it takes mass in order to create gravity, and what he's saying is that his from his own explanation that there is much of the universe missing. Approximately 85% of the universe is missing, meaning that it is impossible for all of these stars and supposedly planets to be in existence out there without there being enough mass to produce the gravitational pull that they have kind of theorized over the years that is possible to happen. In other words, they don't know why the universe is congealing together. They don't know what's holding the heavenly bodies up in the sky. And I would say this.
Here we go, y'all. Fucking with my live stream. So sad, so sad. Let's see if it'll work itself out real quick, fam. Yeah, let's see if it'll. No.
Lie about gravity, and gravity being a force that, from what they say, gravity is a force that holds all things together, holds the universe together. It was the force that created the universe. But again, also gravity is the force that holds us to the planet, and supposedly we are all on a ball, and the people beneath the earth are held on there by gravity, and the people on top of the earth are held there by the same gravitational pull.
Here we go. Everything's working so smooth yesterday. All right. Anyways. All right. Let's see what's going on, man. I hate this.
Bacon.
Yo. He's buffering, man. Ugh. Who this? Hey, Gary. Give me a second.
What's going on, Chief?
Give me a second. Let's see. And to answer your question, we can grasp the concept of gravity. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson who can't, and he's an astrophysicist.
Actually, you can't. That's what I'm asking you. The concept he's giving, where you're talking about you can't have enough mass for gravity, that don't make any sense. Anything with mass would have a gravitational pull.
Well, you have to hear it out of his own mouth. Cause I'm telling. One thing that annoys me is that we'll present to you something that these people say out of their own mouth, and then you argue us up and down like it was our words, which is not. And then when we show you proof that it came out of their mouth, then you'll basically fall back on your stance and retract everything you said just to either make an excuse or try to have some type of explanation for why they said that. Y'all can't sit.
What exactly has he said?
Hold on, man. I'm trying to get it to play so you can hear for yourself. But keep buffering.
Just tell me what he said. I don't need a video. You saw it. Tell me what he said.
No, because I told you something else he said. And he was like, those were your words. Those are your words. So I'm like, no. When I told you, when I said that they don't follow the scientific method and it came out of their mouth, you was like, those are your words. Those are your words. So no, I'm not finna go through that with you today. I'm gonna let you hear.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you hear out of their mouth. So you won't be like, no, those were your words. You making it up. You lied. No, you finna hear it out of his own mouth.
They don't follow. Okay.
They don't. Brian Cox said it. Michio Kaku said it. Neil deGrasse Tyson has said it. They don't follow the scientific method. And nobody in there, they said me or really nobody, none of my friends in my field of science follow the scientific method. So why is that?
Why is what? That they don't do what?
Follow the scientific method. Gary, please
Pretty
don't
sure
get
they
on.
do. I think
Please
you
don't get on my
misunderstand
panel
that.
and act simple today, man. Please do not do
Look,
that.
you're making claims that you have not backed up. You can make the claims all day long, but you're not backing those claims up.
Let me see. I'm about to. As soon as I get my damn video to play. But Neil deGrasse Tyson came out of his own mouth and said that he don't understand, that he don't even understand gravity, that he don't understand why everything
Yeah,
pulling.
there's a lot of things we don't. There's a lot of things we don't understand about gravity. Like there's no way for us to recreate gravity or anything like that.
But if you don't understand it, why are you teaching it in schools like it's been figured out? If you don't understand it, why do you
tell
teach it in school like it's been
we
figured
tell
out?
the aspects of gravity that we know. The parts that are unknown are still unknown. Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem. You ain't gonna teach you something. This the blind leading the blind. You're not gonna teach you anything. You're not gonna teach anything that you don't fully know yourself.
About gravity that we know, that's what we teach. The aspects that we don't know don't get taught. Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem because one minute you said that gravity pulls everything else in the universe together. Next minute he says he don't know how gravity pulls everything else in the universe together. It's just contradictions, man. Why don't you open your mind a little bit and read between the lines when these people are talking?
Again, I don't think you understand the concept of gravity if you're thinking he said he pulls everything in the universe together.
That's how the Big Bang Theory was. Everything
The
exploded.
Big Bang Theory.
That's how everything exploded. Everything exploded, and it pulled everything together. It pulled. It
Was
pulled.
no, you understand there was no actual explosion. The reason they call it a Big Bang because it's a rapid expulsion of the universe, meaning everything expanded out quickly, not exploded like a big boom.
That's not the documentary I saw on Discovery. What's it?
I think
Yeah,
there was an actual explosion. That's what they mean when they say Big Bang, that something exploded, like went kaboom.
yeah. Don't don't you research your
No,
own?
the big
Don't do you research your
okay,
own
that is
model?
not part of Big Bang. Yes,
Um,
Big Bang cosmology does not say anything exploded, as meaning that it ignited and then went bang. That's not what a Big Bang is. Big Bang is used because they're saying it's the only way you can describe a rapid expulsion. That means everything expanded out
oh
extremely quickly. It doesn't mean
wow.
it exploded.
So
And how you
even though they
that's not even
explain
part of
it,
Big Bang
even though they
cosmology.
explained this in several documentaries, how everything started
I
off as
assure
a
you,
small drawer. It had everything small started off as a small drawer, and it expanded into the universe. Show me an explode. Show me an expand. Any when something explodes, it expands. Oh, don't you know that?
explode. It didn't explode. It wasn't a bang. It was a rapid expulsion. That means everything expanded outward quickly. I mean,
In
it
the,
blew up, like went bang. It means rapid expulsion. It means it expanded out quickly. It doesn't mean it blew up like an explosion. That's not what they're
shit,
saying.
I can't get this video to play, so I'm just gonna.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. The Big Bang doesn't say that anything blew up or went kaboom. It means it rapidly expelled. It came out quickly. When they say everything came out quickly, not just rocks and matter and mass, but space itself expanded out quickly. Everything was
Regardless if
enclosed in a single
whether
point.
it expanded, exploded, whatever, there's still no proof or can be duplicated on a small scale to make it a
Well, wait
fact.
a minute. What about the cosmic? What do you mean there's no proof? What about the cosmic microwave background radiation? You know, the red light shift.
The red light shift.
That's not proof for you.
Honey, you gotta refresh my memory of the red light shift. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what that is.
There's cosmic microwave background radiation that we can see. It's surrounding all the universes and everything, and we can see that cosmic microwave background radiation shows that all the universes and galaxies are spreading apart. They're moving away from each other. Now, tell that they're moving away from each other. Logic would tell us that at some point they were closer together,
But they really can't prove
and they're
that
moving
without.
away.
They really can't prove that without no visual footage or anything that we can verify for ourselves.
That's what I'm telling
We
you.
can't
If
trust.
you have the
We
right
can't.
equipment, you could go and look and see the red light shift yourself.
But how come it hasn't?
But it hasn't what?
How come it? How come it? What you saying? How come it hasn't been done? How come it hasn't been seen by
It has
amateur?
been done. That's what I'm telling you. That's how we know that the Big Bang is kind of is considered to be true. Is because we can measure the cosmic microwave background radiation, and we can see that it shows that the universe is, well, the galaxies and the is spreading apart. We can see them spreading apart, and since they're spreading apart, at some point they must have been closer together.
Okay, let me ask you.
If something is spreading
How
apart, eventually it used to be close together, right?
how was these all how was these cosmic waves um measured? Hello?
Go ahead.
I said, how was these cosmic waves measured?
Technically, they used a telescope. They could see the cosmic microwave background radiation. That's how they came up with the theory of the Big Bang, is that we could see the red light shift, and it shows that the universe is used to be together. We can see them spreading apart.
So do you have
So they
a
used to be
source?
very close together.
Do you have a source I can check out for myself?
Yeah, the person who came up with the theory was a Catholic priest. I'm trying to think of his name. Hold on a second. It's Hubble. You might want to check it. I think it was Hubble that discovered the red light shift.
So you're getting, so you basically got your source from scientists that basically don't want to be questioned, and so we just gonna take his word for it.
No, I don't think you understand. The theory, the Big Bang theory, has went through um, peer review. So I'm not understanding where you're getting that from. You do understand what peer review is, right?
Yes, a peer review is basically a group of people who's basically gonna agree with the same thing that they all have an interest
No,
for. Yes, it is.
absolutely not.
That absolutely, and then when you get a bunch of people, it basically boils down to majority rules. So
Absolutely
if I
not.
come, that's
That is
exactly
not
what
how
it
peer
is.
review works.
That's exactly how it is. Because if I come out with an experiment that defends the globe successfully or whatever, and then I put it through a peer review board, most of everybody in there going to agree to him like, man, this is awesome. We got to get this and this. But if I come
No, no,
out,
sir. Let me explain. Let me explain how peer review works for you, because I don't know what peer review you're talking about. The way peer review works is you have to first, whatever experiment, whatever you're trying to prove, you have to write a paper on it. And then you have to try to get that paper published into a science journal. That is correct. You have to get someone to publish your work in a science journal. You have to convince someone. And then after it's placed in a science journal, then it will begin the peer review process where other scientists will get to look at your work, and they have the right to come challenge you. And you
okay,
have to defend your work, and it can be challenged by anyone.
but
Other
this
scientists in the field, if they will go over your work, if they find mistakes or problems, they will bring it to you, and you are to explain or correct whatever the issue is within your own theory or your own hypothesis. After it stands enough scrutiny, it will eventually become a theory.
the thing about the peer
Scrutiny comes
review,
first.
but the thing, Gary, the thing about a peer review is that a lot of people, most people who go through this peer review already have the same interest. So it's really not going to be anybody to
Right, there's people already
challenge
in the
that.
field. You have to challenge them.
Exactly. But I mean, who's really gonna
Right.
challenge
So even if
who's
you're
really gonna challenge them though?
not
That's what I'm
in
trying to get you to understand. Who
anyone can challenge the theory.
anyone can
Anyone. If you
challenge
find some
them.
Yes, any
Fuck you
paper,
so
you can find any paper that's written, and you can write your own paper and challenge their theories, but you must bring your own work. And then they have to
anybody
respond to
can
what you
challenge
say. If you
them,
say
but
this,
who will?
I'm
Yes.
sorry,
You're not understanding. You keep on repeating yourself like I don't understand you, but you're not understanding me. I understand what you're saying. Yes, anybody can challenge them, but who will challenge them if they going against a bunch of people who's already against our science?
you do understand that if you successfully refute someone's paper that's highly regarded as being fact or true, that you end up winning a prize for your work, right? You can easily win like a Nobel Prize if you like take a known theory and show that it's incorrect.
But
Like you
I
get
don't care
accolades
about
for that.
I don't care about reading. I don't care about. Hold on, real quick, Sean. Welcome to the panel. I don't care about winning no prize. I care about getting the truth out there. I don't want no damn pat on the
Right,
back.
but people
I
who
don't
are
want no damn
doing
pat
it
on the
do
back
care.
for exposing the truth. Go.
People who are in their field who want to be considered experts do care, because if you're an expert and you can show that something in your field that was regarded as true is actually false, you would be highly regarded. That is the whole point.
Go ahead, Sean. What were you saying?
I was just saying that even then, even if you do find something to be false, they still have to accept your paper. It's not just you find someone's wrong and everything's good to go. If
No,
the
you're
majority of
challenging.
the, if the
Hold on,
majority
you're
of the,
challenging their paper.
yeah,
You're
okay,
challenging their paper. You have
okay,
to say you saw this in their paper. It's incorrect, and then
okay,
they have to address your point. They
okay. So
cannot ignore it. It's not.
how many of those papers address the fact that gravity has a whole bunch of issues, but they don't?
No, it
They're
doesn't.
not.
Which ones?
All of the. How many theories are there? Right now, there's a theory. A guy has a theory that gravity is fake, and or it's in peer review as we speak.
Is it a theory or just a hypothesis? Has it went through the process? Because it doesn't just
No, I'm
become a
sorry.
theory.
My apologies. My apologies. You're right. His hypothesis shows how gravity, or it isn't gravity that affects us, and it's as close as it's gonna get right now to refuting gravity. But they're not gonna let that paper be widely known. How many people know about that?
Well, is it listed in a journal? Which journal is it in?
I don't know. I haven't gone that far into
it. So you're talking about a guy says he has a paper. It possibly isn't published in any scientific journal. So people who work within the field and are experts in gravity have not had a chance to even look at it, or because that's where they go. That's where your paper would.
Okay, but
that's where your paper would go. It'll go in a scientific journal.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and it's getting to that point. The problem is that with over 200, 300 years of science saying gravity is what it is, you think they're just gonna bend over and refute gravity altogether when they do figure that out?
No, I'm gonna tell you now. If you had a paper that refuted gravity, it would be in more than one journal for sure. And everyone who works in the field.
Do you think they're ever gonna let that happen?
Nope.
What do you mean ever? They have no choice. You understand? That's not how it works.
No. Well, yeah, the science community does have.
Yeah, and they won't let it happen.
If someone has a groundbreaking paper that defies gravity, says gravity is wrong, this paper will shatter everything about gravity. It would be in multiple journals.
They probably would. They probably would, but the thing is, they will make sure nobody would take that article seriously. You know why? Exactly. Because for the simple fact, listen, boy, listen. Let me talk. I'm finna mute you. Hold on, Sean. I'm finna mute him.
Yeah.
I'm finna mute him. Okay. Now the reason why they won't let this, the reason why they will make sure that people won't take this article serious, even though we have all the facts and paperwork we need to destroy gravity, the reason this article, they will make sure, the way they will make this sure this article would not be taken seriously is because they would start the article off by saying these conspiracy theories come to the science board or whatever with a bunch of with a bunch of proof in quotation marks to destroy gravity. Once the reader sees that word conspiracy theory there, they would not take that article serious, even though we would have all the proof to destroy gravity, all the facts, all the experiments, all the observations to destroy gravity. That's exactly what they did to D Marble. When D Marble used his spirit level to destroy gravity and to destroy the globe or whatever, the very first sentence they put in the article was, this conspiracy theorist tries to prove flat Earth using a spirit level. Am I right or am I wrong? And then when the reader saw that article, they no longer took it serious. All you had was ridicule in the comments. Now if they would not have put conspiracy theories in the beginning of the article, then the reader probably would have read the article with a little more open mind. But they purposely put conspiracy theories so you will not take the article seriously. And I'll risk the flow.
The only problem is in a scientific journal, the person who writes the paper is you. So if you write in your paper that you're a conspiracy theorist, I mean, that's your problem because it's your work.
That's not
You
no. That's not what happened. They took his video off YouTube. They found his video off YouTube, and then they made an article about it. Man, go do some research.
That's a news article.
If that was the case, if it wasn't this case of it being a science community and having to be an accepted idea, then there'd be a million articles because everybody has different points of views and ideas how things work.
Yeah, there's plenty of articles Sean, there's plenty of articles that get posted in scientific journals. The way you know those scientific journals have any kind of merit is by the citations they get. So you'll see people who So you'll see people who have posted their work in a scientific journal and it gets 4 or 5 citations. Those aren't good journals. And then you'll see the other ones that are highly regarded that will get like 100, 200,000 to 5,000 citations. It's because people look at the work. Who does what?
The citation part.
The people who work in the field.
Okay, so if other scientists don't accept someone. What do you think a citation is? So what you're telling me is that other scientists don't agree or think it's hoopla conspiracy. They have they can say that doesn't go there, or that can't go in that journal. That can't go in that journal.
No, right? It's already in the journal. It's already in the journal. Somebody they have convinced someone it's science, and so they have placed that in a journal. And then after it's in the journal, it depends on how many citations it gets. Do you know what a citation is?
Yeah, it's basically the credibility of it.
Well, no, somebody cited their work as being credible. That just means that I read his paper. His paper is credible, and I will back what he said. I can back his results.
Exactly. Who does that? Cited.
Everyone who works in the field, whether they're in Russia, whether they're in China, whether they're in the UK.
If 95% of those people in that field have something to do or believe in gravity, you think they're going to let that pass on? Do you think they're going to agree? They're going to say, yeah, I think that's credible. I think we should look more into it. Or do you think they're going to, do you really think they're going to throw 30 years of their schooling away for something that disproves what they feel?
No, if you write a paper, if your paper is credible, you're credible. It's credible. All the experiment.
If I write a paper and it's a paper about flat Earth and it's credible, it has things that I can prove in it, just like there are so many proofs out there already. It gets into a journal. So you're telling me that now to find out how credible what I've proven is, a team of scientists who probably
not a team of scientists. Every scientist in the world will have access to your paper.
A community of scientists have to
not a community.
Who decide.
Hold on, listen, Sean. It's not a community. It's every scientist in the world. They don't have to be part of the community. They don't have to be on a team. It's any scientist in the world. Anybody, actually. You don't even have to be a scientist. Anybody working in the field can look at your paper. They can take whatever experiments you have put in there.
You're not getting what I'm saying. All those scientists have started their careers, are running their careers, all based on.
You have to stop saying scientists. It's anyone.
You said
anyone can challenge.
You said
yes, most usually people in the field write all these papers.
Then what field
anyone
is that?
can.
What field?
Any field. Really, it's any scientist. Any scientist can look at your work. They can go over your results.
You keep saying don't say scientists, but you keep saying scientists.
Well, because it's a scientific journal, and usually scientists are the people who read these journals. Not everyday people don't read scientific journals.
Stop correcting me and saying it's not scientists, because it is scientists. So
the majority of them are scientists.
So like I said, all their careers as scientists, they've been working, all their ideas, all their theses, all been based under gravity. If they decided that paper says that gravity isn't real, that means all their papers have to be fucking reviewed again or thrown out. Do you really think?
They're reviewing.
Hold on, real quick, fellas.
Your paper.
Hold on. Hey, yo, woo. Yo, hold on for a second now, and I'll let y'all continue building. Let me see who this is to join the panel. Spike, say something.
Yeah, I'm just I'm at work. I'm just joining the convo. I'm gonna add
Okay.
my little 2 cents, but I'm just chilling.
Okay, you good. All right, go ahead, Gary and Sean. Y'all got the floor.
Okay. Yeah, Sean, they're
Well,
not going against the theory of gravity. They're going against what's in your paper.
okay,
Whatever's
no, no,
in
but
your paper is the
okay.
only
I'm
thing that
as
is
a
being
okay.
reviewed. And
As okay,
whatever
fine.
experiments, whatever
I
tests
turn in a
you've done
paper.
that's
Okay,
in that paper,
let
that
me
is what
explain
they will
again
challenge.
because I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Me, Sean, I turn in a paper with what I believe is proof gravity is not real. Do you really believe that scientists, because that's who are doing it, majority of, we'll say 90% of the people that are going to be reading this journal are scientists who have their own theses and shit coming out. If it has something to do with gravity or gravity has to do with their paper, do you really think they're going to let that go through?
No, they'll challenge your results. That's what peer review is. They get to challenge.
Well, congratulations.
They get to challenge.
Now you know why there aren't very many flat Earth peer reviews going on because those
Right, because they
guys,
don't stand up. They don't stand up to scrutiny.
No, see, you're not listening. Okay.
I am listening. They don't stand up to scrutiny.
What profession do you do? What's your profession?
Me currently, I'm a maintenance supervisor. I
Okay.
repair.
So, go ahead.
I repair dry cleaning machines.
Okay, perfect. So dry cleaning machine. So the dry cleaner, you have an idea. Oh shit! I have a way to make these dry cleaners so much fucking better, so much more convenient, and less maintenance needed to them. Yeah. I'm gonna take this to the top dogs, ones who build these things. Okay. Yeah. Well, do you really believe that all the maintenance guys in your area, your state, or the world are gonna really be like accepting to less work for them? Or you really think they're going to be accepting to someone who has taken their job field away because they have a better idea of how it should work? Let's, for instance, light bulbs. Light bulbs, they can make them so they don't burn out for 30 years. But if they did that, then 99% of the companies that make light bulbs will never in their life make them last 20 to 30 years. Why? Because it would put them out of business.
Sean, you do understand that we're moving away from light bulbs to LEDs now that last much longer?
Semantics. That means the light bulb.
Semantics. That is not semantics.
That means the light bulb companies just start making LEDs. What I'm asking you is if there were no LEDs and we're only talking about, see, you're trying to go somewhere else.
I'm letting you know that as technology improves, we go towards the newer technology. We don't keep using the old.
No. Hey fellas, let's stick with this peer review thing that y'all was building on. We're not finna switch.
Well, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make him understand is that in his field or any field, science field, it does not matter. When a large group of people have an idea of what's going on or what they believe is going on, they're not going to be as acceptable to their whole field, their whole idea being squashed. Do you understand
have no choice.
That Gary, do you understand when they figure out that gravity is bullshit, that 80% of the scientists will no longer have a job?
So they don't have a choice.
Bullshit. You have to bring up your own thing. You have to have your own experiments, your own challenges. You have to go through the peer review process.
That is true. That is true. That is true. But everybody do not follow the rules. Especially the rules are made for us to follow. It's not made for them to follow. So if we come with something, that scrutinizes gravity, that destroys gravity, that basically makes gravity really was never a thing, never really existed. Do you think they were actually gonna review it and go through all the peer review process to publish it in any magazine? No, they would not.
They have to.
They
have to.
Okay, fine. It'll make a peer review, but just like you said, the citation part, they're not going to let it go through. They're going to make it sound like crap.
If you can't get anyone to cite your paper as a credible source, then your paper isn't a credible source. There are creationist journals, people who have published creationist papers in journals, and they get at least 100 citations.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you from my point of view.
That's exactly what it is.
Right, and there are creationists that still believe in the globe, so we would still be going up against the grain.
And there's a large community of those creation scientists too. Just so you understand.
Yeah, they get a small bit of citations. They get a small group to agree with them, but the majority of people don't. They'll challenge those journals, and those journals are not standing up to scrutiny.
You're proving my point right now, Gary. They get a small group to accept their ideas. This group gets a small group to accept their ideas.
No, not a small group. That's the problem. I'm telling you, some of these papers get like 100 citations. The other ones might get 10,000 citations. 10,000 citations versus 100 citations. Which one do you think is more credible? The one where somebody says, I went over the work and 10,000 people said that yes, the work is correct, all the numbers match up, or the one where they say 100 people say the work is correct?
Do you think 10,000 scientists are going to agree? Or you think 10,000 scientists are going to even take gravity not being real seriously? Because they're all, like I said, all their work or a lot of their work may have gravity as an aspect of their work. So if we prove that gravity isn't real, do you really think they're going to just go for it? Do you think they're gonna?
Yeah, if it's done correctly, the work speaks for itself. It has nothing to do with the people. If your paper has merit, all the experiments check out. Somebody comes and says, yes, I've checked this person's work out. The numbers check.
How many scientists?
His experiments were done correctly, or he made no mistakes. This paper is correct, and we will cite it that it challenged gravity.
How many scientists?
Yes, another person will cite it. Another person will cite it.
You know what? But you know what? Here's a good example.
Again, it's in a scientific
Hold on,
journal.
y'all.
Every scientist in the world has access to these journals.
Hold on, y'all.
Read the journal.
Hey, you two. Here's a good example, Shine and Gary.
Yeah.
Wishbella says, someone created a car that runs on water. The same water was running the car for years, recirculating. Are there water cars anywhere yet? No, because this happened decades ago. See, when this invention was created decades ago, of course it went up for peer reviews and everything. But when they realized that nobody was really making any profit on making water cars, they basically just threw it out. So we can keep on.
Hold on a second. You see a water car driving on TV all the time. So I'm not
Where do you
NASCAR, what do you think they run on? They're hydrogen fuel cell cars. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I don't watch TV. I got rid of television programming.
You do understand what a hydrogen fuel cell car is, right?
That NASCAR do not use combustion engines. He's saying NASCAR uses spaceship engines.
No, they use hydrogen fuel cells. Do you know what a hydrogen fuel cell is?
I heard of it.
Spaceship.
Spaceship. No, it's a hydrogen fuel cell. Do you understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is?
Gary, where are these cars that you say that run off hydrogen?
Oh my God. Y'all do understand what hydrogen fuel cells are, don't you?
Yes, I know exactly what that is.
Okay, you know NASCAR uses hydrogen fuel cells, right?
It don't change the fact that that's 1950 spaceship fuel.
Hang on, Unity. Gary, hang on 1 second. Gary, what you're doing right now is you're bypassing all our questions.
No, I'm not. I gave you the answer.
Okay, hang on, Gary. Hang on. Tyson said back in the day they had cars that were running off water.
Yes.
You said there are a lot of cars that are running. You see it on TV all the time. Where?
Mm-hmm. Hydrogen fuel cells. Mass cars run on hydrogen fuel cells. That's why y'all do understand that.
Well, first of all, they don't run off of the hydrogen. All the hydrogen is what pushes the fuel through.
The fuel is the hydrogen fuel cell. What are you talking about?
Jump out with the biggest.
Because a hydrogen fuel cell, all it does is give it the compression it needs.
What?
Look it up, Gary. You're telling me right now they use ethanol and some other mixture of some shit. It's not hydrogen.
It's a hydrogen fuel cell. That means it runs on water. They were saying that we should switch cars to, but they don't like it because it's like
because the industries won't make money on it. Not to mention,
well, no, because they say it's dangerous.
NASCARs run off of it. You should find one NASCAR that runs off of water. You don't know what you're talking about, Gary.
Ain't nothing more.
Do you know what a hydrogen fuel? I keep asking you this, and obviously y'all don't understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is.
I'm going to say this one last time. A hydrogen fuel cell, NASCARs do not run off water. A hydrogen fuel cell does not power a vehicle. It gives the fuel. It gives the
dude. If they run off water, if they run off water, why every 5 to 6 laps? Why every 5 to 6 laps they got to make a pit stop?
Until one of y'all can tell me what a hydrogen fuel cell is, you need to shut the hell up.
I just fucking told you what it was, Gary.
No, you did not.
You told me NASCARs run off water.
They do. They run off hydrogen fuel cells. I don't understand how you don't understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is, but that's fine.
You on your computer show you're full of shit. NASCARs do not run off water.
You on your computer?
Run on hydrogen fuel cells, which means they run off of hydrogen.
NASCARs run off water or not?
Yes, they do. They run off hydrogen fuel cells.
So if they run off, if they run off water that's able to recirculate, why the hell every 5 to 6 laps they got to make a pit stop to change their tires and refuel?
Hang on. Hey Gary, before we get into this, hey Gary, I'm gonna teach you something right now, just so you understand. I used to street race illegally and legally. I'm telling you right now, there's not one NASCAR that fuels up with water. Do you understand that? Do you understand what you're saying right now? Now I want you to understand something. The hydrogen fuel cell that you're talking about is a separate tank. Is a separate entity of the fuel in the engine, but it does give the fuel the pressure to get to that engine at a certain temperature and spark. It is not running the car. Understand that, Gary. You don't know what you're talking about when you're saying that.
You don't know what you're talking about. I can assure you that NASCAR doesn't use.
Look up what NASCARs run off of, and I guarantee you'll never find one that says they run off water. Gary, you're out of your fucking mind.
They run off. Right. Hold on. Once again, I'm gonna ask your silly ass again. What is a hydrogen fuel cell? What is that? What is that running off of?
4 times.
No, you haven't. Tell me what a hydrogen fuel cell is.
Go ahead and say it. Tell me.
It's in the damn.
I've told you 3 times now. Now you tell me.
You have not told me because I'm waiting. I'm not going to give you the answer.
Jerry,
I want you to tell me not how it runs in the car. I want you to tell me what a hydrogen fuel cell is. I'm going to tell you exactly
how a car, a NASCAR runs.
No, that's not the question I asked you, is it? I asked you for the upkeep time, because if you're going to keep saying that the car doesn't run off a hydrogen fuel cell, you better tell me what the hell a hydrogen fuel cell is.
No, you tell me, because you just got to tell me cars run off fucking water. You tell me what it is.
Your dumb ass doesn't understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is, so I can't tell you how it runs off water because you don't know what a hydrogen fuel cell is.
This is exactly why every time you debate, you lose. Because you
you're losing because your stupid ass doesn't know what a hydrogen fuel cell is, and you're sitting here not realizing that I'm telling you that a hydrogen fuel cell is water.
I'm gonna give you. You know what I'm gonna do for you? When I get home, I'm gonna go back on Titan's thing, and I'm gonna take this clip of you saying NASCARs run off fucking water. And
I need you to go look up. Can somebody look up a hydrogen fuel cell for this boy?
What is NASCAR's fuel, Mr. Space Fuel? What is NASCAR? What is it called?
What do you mean space? It's a hydrogen fuel cell.
No, you are full of shit. It's E15. It's E15, you fool.
So,
which is
it says.
Gary,
hold on, let me.
What a hydrogen fuel cell is.
E15 is ethanol. E15, ethanol 15, the 15th blend.
Hey, E15. Isn't that what I said? Didn't I say NASCAR run off that? Now, Gary, you tell me where water and ethanol are the same fucking thing.
Thank you. Neither one of you doofuses seem to understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is. So I can't explain
if you say hydrogen fuel cell for a 100th time, that shit don't make it any different than what I just read. It's saying run off ethanol, you cocksucker.
Hey, Gary,
fucking lying, motherfucker.
Hang on, Unity. We're going to a point where this is going to get nowhere. Gary, you can either explain what a hydrogen fuel cell is, or everyone's going to believe you're full of shit right now.
Here you go. Now, I'm going to look it up for him. It says NASA uses hydrogen fuel cell to launch their space shuttles. Credit to NASA. hydrogen is the simplest form. It's the simplest element. An atom of hydrogen consists of only one proton and one electron. It is the most plentiful element in the universe. Despite its simplicity and abundance, hydrogen doesn't occur naturally as a gas on Earth. Interesting. It always combined with other elements. Water, for example, is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, H2O. Duh. Hydrogen is also found in organic compounds, notably hydrocarbons that make up many of our fuels. So let me see if it uses anywhere else but NASA.
And just so everyone understands, it is not what fuels. It's not what fuels the shuttle, the NASA rockets. It's what gives the fuel the compression it needs to burn at that temperature. The same way a NASCAR would do it. Now, Gary, you tell me how all these things run off of the hydrogen fuel cells, like you keep saying. And remember, this is being recorded, so everything you're saying, it will be. I'm going to send you all the clips of you saying how NASCARs run off.
Oh yeah, my OBS stays recording.
Gary, hey, real shit, Gary. Are you trying to make waves right now, or are you trying to like really talk facts about stuff?
You must not seen that little video where he think he debunked some shit. Think he shut Dredd down because he said some shit about crepuscular sun rays, and he just like can repeat shit a million times that he read in a book, so it make it factual.
Hey, Gary,
just like Presley
Gary, we had a debate, Gary. Did you win that debate?
Yes, I did.
Okay, everyone, you go on my screen and go to that. Can I guarantee you, Gary? Not only did you not win, but you're
Sean, you said your result was due to magic.
You're great.
You literally said magic.
They all laughed at your ass for losing to me. So don't tell me you won because you thought you won. What did everyone think?
Sean, once again,
exactly.
Once again,
Sean, you
got to shut the hell up.
You say magic. Well, you think magic incredible? You must not know what the fuck magic is.
No, Sean is an explanation. When he ran out of explanations that didn't work, he said magic. That's the only thing he had. He had no valid points in his argument.
Oh, okay. I see how you live in your own world, Gary, because the reason I said magic at that time is because you wouldn't accept what I said the 5 times I said it.
Because you couldn't demonstrate what you were saying.
I'll say something so ridiculous that maybe that will get through his fucking brain. And
no, as soon as you said magic, you're done.
Titan. You're gonna let me finish.
He full of shit anyway. But he full of shit anyway because I brought up the NASCAR thing.
You did the same thing.
As soon as you said magic, you're done. You have nothing.
Wow. See, that you did the same thing in the debate as you're doing right now, Gary. First of all, my answer of magic was based on the fact that you have no idea how to realize things work. Because when I said magic was, so Gary, was magic my reason? Did I say I believe this because of magic? Or
you first. Hold on. Gary, to be sure, Sean, your first answer was
I'm gonna tell you right now,
air pressure. But when challenged to show how air pressure caused it, you were able to, and you resorted to calling it magic.
Check this. I'm gonna get up and hang out because I can't keep getting cut off by you, Gary, and I'm not gonna have any conversation with you, Gary, because you cut people off based on the fact
do not cut people off. You can't talk forever.
You're cutting me off right now.
Hold on, Gary, let him finish. Gary, let him finish before I remove you. And then I'm gonna debunk.
Time for him to talk for 30 minutes.
And then I'm gonna debunk. Well, he wouldn't have to talk. Hold on, Sean, I got it. He wouldn't have to talk for 30 minutes if you he would have been able to talk for 10 minutes if you would have stopped cutting him off and have to if you would have stopped cutting him off and allow him to finish, he wouldn't have to keep on trying to talk for 30 minutes to get his point out.
He's not saying anything. He's going on and on He said one thing and then he continues on and on about the point. We don't need that.
Well, check this
Very
out.
quick. It's a
Check
conversation. It's a back and forth.
check this
Not
out.
a 10-minute lecture, and I get 10 minutes lecture.
Well, check this out. I'm about to mute him. I'm about to mute him, Sean, cause I just proved him full of shit that NASCAR runs off a hydrogen cell. Look at my screen. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, it says, if you ever wonder what kind of NASCAR driver, few NASCAR drivers use, here's your answer. Sonical provides all NASCAR teams with Sonical Green E15 or a 98 grade octane fuel blend specifically engineered high performance engines. Oh, they also use 15% ethanol, which my Impala uses. If you have the flex fuel tag on the back of your car, you can use ethanol in your gas tank, which is 30 to 40 up to 60 cents cheaper than regular gas. Let's see. I don't see any hydrogen fuel here. So Gary, you full of shit. Now, what's your excuse? You can talk. What's your excuse? You just said that NASCAR uses hydrogen fuel cells, and I just researched it to prove that you were full of shit. I didn't even have to research it because common sense told me that they didn't use that. But I researched it for your own benefit. Go ahead, Gary. You got the flow. Explain yourself. Why you lie for?
You think a NASCAR race car runs on 15% ethanol only?
No, you just missed the part. You just missed the part when I said that it runs on octane fuel, and 15% of that, 15% of their fuel is ethanol. So stop trying to twist my words around.
Hydrogen fuel cell, that's water, doofus.
Oh my God. Okay, show us. Prove it. Show us, Gary.
Oh my God.
No, oh my God. We just showed you. Now you show us.
I'm on my mobile. I cannot screen share anything.
Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, we peer reviewed it. We read the article that says
that's not peer review, boy.
No, we did. This community, the flat Earth community, and this stream right now did.
Boy, peer review means that it opens a challenge from anybody. How did you do a peer review?
Anybody can read it because I've been.
Anybody who?
Everybody in the stream.
What challenges have you accepted? I don't think you understand how peer review works.
Yeah, we reviewed your idea, we reviewed my idea, and we read it, and Titan read it, and it said nothing about it running off of water. So therefore, you get no citations.
Do you understand what a hydrogen? I've asked you this I don't know how many times. Do you understand what a hydrogen fuel cell is?
And oxygen to create electric current. I done looked it up. It ain't got shit to do.
Thank you. Finally, somebody looked it up.
That fact, we don't believe you know what it is, Gary. Why don't you tell us? Because we don't believe you.
You use water and you're able to make current out of it by taking the water molecules and turning them into hydrocarbons. And then you can use that to power the vehicle. I don't understand how you don't understand that. I know Honda is currently making a fuel cell vehicle. I believe Toyota is making one as well. I'm not sure about General Motors.
During the 1930s and 40s, the Nazis cut the world's fuel supply off. America cut the world's fuel supply off. So all these farmers had to learn new ways to run their farm equipment. Farmers stumbled upon this shit called gasification. It's using biofuel to turn that biofuel into nitrogen or hydrogen, which is combustible, and then making that.
You can get hydrogen from straight water.
Okay, and NASCAR do not run off of it.
I'm actually trying to get on your fucking side with this. Just calm down. Just fuck with me here. Anyways, with that being said, I don't think that you can't run it off of water. It's been proven that cat in the 70s did it. There's a cat within the 2000s that did it. But the problem is their patents are being rejected, and we're told that it can't happen.
Well,
Hold on, Gary. Gary, let him finish. Gary, let him finish.
You can't make a car run off of it, off water. The problem is, it's not effective. The engines aren't strong enough. So therefore, you'd have to probably put it in like a Geo Metro or something like that. and not a NASCAR.
Once again, the reason we don't use hydrogen fuel cells is because refueling them with the liquid is considered dangerous because it's clear and it's odorless and it doesn't like spill on the ground. It kind of like floats in the air, and they say it's dangerous. Just like they said gasoline was dangerous when they originally started using it.
Wait. You said we started using gas. We started using gas for what? Wait, no, never mind. I don't want to do another topic. Everyone just understand that Gary doesn't really know what he's talking about. He just believes he does.
So I jumped down to the post-production water issues. Let's see. Ethanol. There it is. Ethanol mainly absorbs water vapor directly from the atmosphere. Because absorbed water dilutes the fuel value of the ethanol, it may cause phase separation of ethanol gasoline blends, which causes engine stall. Containers of ethanol fuels must be kept tightly sealed. This high miscibility, I guess. Miscibility. Oh, miscibility. Okay. The same as miscellaneous, I guess. I don't know. The same this high miscibility with water means that ethanol cannot be efficiently shipped through modern pipelines like liquid hydrocarbons. Hydro means wet, moist, water, whatever. Over long distances. Debunked again, Gary. What else you got? I rest the flow. I'm done. I'm done doing the work for you when you could have did this fucking research your goddamn self.
Facts.
I'm done. Boom. Back to the panel. Let me cut my device back on. There you go. There y'all go. Y'all can see my handsome face again. And I'm going to move the panel back down. Boom. There you go. I rest the flow. He said that ethanol contains water. When you just seen the issues with shipping ethanol.
Ethanol contains water.
Oh my God! Now he's going back on this thing. You said that ethanol. That's exactly what you said, Gary. You said ethanol contains water.
I said that they use a hydrogen fuel cell. I didn't say that ethanol was mixed into no hydrogen fuel cell.
But did you see that though? When I researched it,
Sean said it is a mixture that the hydrogen fuel cell uses it for pressure. I didn't say anything about the two mixing.
I didn't say they mix. I know. I never said they mix. I'm trying to explain.
You didn't say that they use it to make them run hotter?
What?
Didn't you just say that?
Yeah. That's a pressure system. Yeah. It's a complete separate tank. It has nothing to do with fueling the car, like it running it that way. You said NASCARs run off of it. I told you no, NASCAR does not. They run off of ethanol. And we just showed you, just read to you, they run off ethanol.
Yeah, they use 15% ethanol, but that doesn't mean that they don't have a hydrogen fuel cell in there that also uses it to power the car.
You said 15%, okay, but he already told you what the rest would be run off of. And it didn't say hydrogen fuel cell. It's okay, Gary. It's okay.
It's not my fault y'all don't understand that.
All the time.
I wish I was in front of my computer where I could screen share, I can show it, but I can't. So that's fine.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you that the data on NASCAR, when I searched it using Google, searching fuel cells NASCAR, hydrogen fuel cells NASCAR, it said that they did for a minute. They tried it out as a part of the system. It's not implemented, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just not.
And it's okay. It's okay to be wrong, or even say if you don't want to admit that you're wrong on some things that we try to coach to you or whatever, Gary. Just say I don't know. We will accept. I don't know.
Did he say he checked NASCAR implemented it for a while and then they discontinued using hydrogen fuel cells in the cars?
Yeah, in the 30s.
And that's for that very reason we just read it. For that very reason why they stopped using anything that had to do with water in their fuel is because it stalls the engine. which in long term would cause you to have more money to keep your car running. And that was peer reviewed. That was peer reviewed, and everybody agreed that it would stall your engine.
Boy, you need to stop saying it's peer reviewed. I don't think you understand. Y'all, God, y'all don't know what peer reviewed is.
So, all right. So you saying so you saying in order for them to come to the conclusion that water molecules or whatever stalls your engine, you saying that they did not write papers on it, they did not do experiments on it, they did not write equations and factors in to come to their conclusion before they went up to a peer review and be like, yo man, we cannot use this, it's going to stall the engine in the long run. You saying that they did not do that?
What are you talking about? Are you asking
Are
if
you
somebody
saying
did
that?
an experiment to see if you mix this and this, that's what happens?
Forget it, Gary. Forget it.
No, I'm trying to ask you for sure. Is that what you're asking me? Did someone write a paper on when they said that when we tested this is the result?
You see, you got the article on it. You don't think that nobody, you don't think that somebody when they knew that that hydrogen in the fuel, when they tested it out themselves and seen that it that it would start the engine, you don't think that they was writing a paper on their work to keep up with the data on their work before they decided, hey, we're not gonna put anything hydrochloric or anything in the fuels. You don't think that they went through all of that stuff and then got among a bunch of 4,000 scientists that's in the automotive field or whatever? You don't think that they went among a peer review board to see that and went through scrutiny before they decided, yeah, hey, we can't ship.
First of all, there's not a peer review board. What it is it's a paper. It's written in a journal and it lists the results. So what they would have done if it was peer reviewed is they would have put it in a journal. They would have listed the results. Anybody else working in the field, which probably would have been a mechanic, they would have tested it out. And they would have seen that, hey, he's right. When you put the fuel in, that's why it's stalling. When we took water out, it stopped stalling. So
exactly, that's why I'm asking you. I went a lot of way left to with it. I went all the way left with it. I'm just saying, but that's what I'm asking you. You don't think that they didn't do any of that?
I think he's saying that there ain't no fuel in these cars at all. That it's running off water.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying.
That's what you said.
You said NASCARs run off water.
Yeah, they use hydrogen fuel cells.
But we just researched that they do not.
Don't say it.
We just researched that they do not. We just researched that they run off octane.
You know for a fact they do.
Yeah, we just researched it.
I'm pretty sure that they run off water. I didn't never say it was a fact. I said I'm pretty sure.
No, you said it with confidence, my brother.
I said they were pretty sure they run off of hydrogen fuel cells. There is no difference.
No, Gary. No, Gary. Sean, he said that with confidence. He said that with 1,000% confidence.
That's why I'm
1,000% confidence. I said I was pretty sure, yes.
You said that with confidence, bro. You can't go down.
What you said. That's all I'm gonna say is you said we see them all the time.
Yes. And I said NASCARs run off of hydrogen fuel cells.
And you also said they run off of water.
Hydrogen fuel cells are water. What didn't you understand it? I keep trying to tell you that on hundreds of times. You have not denied that they have hydrogen fuel cells in them. You just don't understand that.
Are you sure or are you pretty sure?
Same difference.
No, sure means you know. Pretty sure means you think you know.
It's the same difference. You're still saying you're sure.
No, it's not. No.
Yes, it is, Sean. I don't care if you think that it means a difference. There's no difference.
You're right. You don't need to care if I do or not, but just realize that there are people listening right now and will listen later on that are going to sit there going, that motherfucker has no clue what he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no time for semantic games with you on the pretty sure and sure. Right. I told you I was pretty sure. I was sure that they ran off fuel cells. Now, I haven't heard you deny that they run off of hydrogen fuel cells.
From now on, I'm gonna leave my playback option on because just so I can rewind back my stream for guys like him. I'm gonna start leaving my playback option on from now on. Huh?
I'm gonna take that clip and I'm gonna send it to him numerous times. I promise you, just so he understands what he says on these live streams.
Sean, are you saying
Right.
that NASCARs that the cars that they don't use hydrogen fuel cells? Is that your claim?
Is that my claim? My claim is they do not run off. No, they do not run off of hydrogen fuel cells.
So there's no hydrogen fuel cells in NASCAR.
They do not run off of hydrogen fuel cells. And if you want to go back and listen to what I told you over and over again, because when I say it, it doesn't change like how you do. Because you were so positive. You were so positive that we were all dumb and retarded. These are all things you said, Gary, that we were dumb, retarded for what we were saying. Yet you're sitting there going, I'm pretty sure. Now you think
no, I'm sitting there telling you that they use a hydrogen fuel cell and that hydrogen fuel cells. And then I asked you if you knew what a hydrogen fuel cell was.
Hey, go back in the day. When this stream's done, I want you to go back and realize how you
Did I not ask you? Did I not ask you that?
Did I not ask you that?
Did you not ask me what?
What a hydrogen fuel cell was. And what did you say that all of
yes, and I asked because I'm asking you. You can't turn around and ask me the same damn question.
I'm not repeating myself because I've said it 3 times what it is. And
so you didn't. You never said what it was. Someone else had to actually say what a hydrogen fuel cell was. You never said.
All said and done, you're right. I didn't get down. I didn't break it down. I told you a basic idea of what it is and how it's used.
Look, now go back. And I told you that is. No, you didn't. You didn't give a basic. No, you tried to tell me how the car works. I didn't ask you how the car works. I asked you what a hydrogen fuel cell was.
All I have to say on this situation now is when this stream is done, I want you to go back and listen again.
Sean,
I'm not repeating myself. I'm done. I'm not.
I know you're not repeating yourself, but I asked you. I don't know how many times what a hydrogen fuel cell was, and you kept telling me how a hydrogen fuel cell works in the car. I didn't ask you how the hydrogen fuel cell works in the car. I asked you what it was. The actual
Gary,
cell.
I'll give you a guarantee.
How is it made? How does it use water? Why am I saying it uses
water?
water?
I'm pretty sure I know what it is. So
no, you don't.
I'm done. Hey, I'm done. I'm not letting you cut me off anymore. So I'm done talking. Anything that's been said,
not letting me cut you off anymore. You are not going to misrepresent me. That's not happening. You can't say I said this and I didn't say it.
Hey man, you said that you knew.
Yeah.
You know, you was like, do you know what hydrogen fuel?
Hold on real quick, Unity. Yeah. What up, Sean?
Titan, I appreciate you having me on the panel, but I can't keep going back and forth with him. And him cutting me off is going to make me blow up, and I do not want to blow up on your panel. So, sir, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on today.
Not a problem, sir. You know you're welcome back anytime, fam. Thank you for coming.
I'm at work, so I'm going to stay on the panel, but I'm done talking.
Okay. Just listen in. I'll call you if I need some. If I, you know what I'm saying, I'll call you.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'll call out your name or whatever.
Yeah. All right. And I'll talk to you later too, Unity.
All right, go ahead, Unity. You got the flow, bro. Unity, you there? Unity.
Yeah, man. All I was saying is that he said, do you know what hydrogen fuel cells are? All right. With that logic, that means he already does, and he should have no problem telling me what it is. No problem, refuting any, things I come up with, whatever. Like, it should be no problem. It's given. If I come on and start talking about Yaldabot, motherfuckers gonna be like, what the fuck is a Yaldabot? Well, I'm gonna have to start basically breaking down the entire story of Gnosis so that people can have an understanding of the concept. I can't come on and expect somebody to know what I'm talking about. And then if they don't know what I'm talking about, expect them to do all the footwork without nothing to go off of. I mean, it's just silly ass fucking logic, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of times they, like you said, they don't really know what they're talking about. You know, it's like they're going on theories. They read a few articles. They feel smart and enlightened, and then they try to come with us. They try to come to us with this stuff.
No,
they try to come. Hold on. Do not cut off the host. Okay, there's one rule. Do not cut me off. And they try to come to us and afraid to have the information to go through scrutiny and challenges, you know, like. And then when we end up, like you said, when we end up doing the footwork and the research for them, then they was like, well, I didn't quite say it that way. I said it this way. When before I even did the research, see, they tell us things and don't think that we would do the research on it, right? And they say this with so much confidence. Like I'm like what I'm saying is confident. You dumb if you don't understand this. So when we do the research for them and prove that they wouldn't that basically I guess it shakes their confidence when we do the research and it proves them wrong. Then they be like, well, actually I said it this way. I said it this way. No, man, you need to say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't sit there and change your stand when we do the research for y'all. I mean, it's not just you, Gary. We do the same shit for Madon. We did the same shit for Brenda. We did y'all have this so much confidence when y'all what up, Shumanandi? Y'all have so much confidence when y'all do this, when y'all say things, but then when we end up doing the research for y'all and prove to y'all that it be wrong, and we do the research in front of y'all, so y'all won't be like, y'all made this up, y'all made that up, you know. When we do that, and then y'all go back on y'all stance when you see that the research that we do proves y'all to be wrong. Proves y'all to be wrong. But before I don't think you ever been around ever since I don't think you've really been around since I've been stuck on this definition of science. Let me ask you something real quick, Gary. I just want a simple answer. You don't got to go into the history and use other science figures. I just got a simple question for you. What is the definition of science? Gary, you there?
Yeah, what you need?
I just got a quick, simple question for you. What is the definition? What is the textbook definition of science? What do you think the textbook definition of science is?
Science, what is that? Is a systematic study of phenomenon on Earth. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up to get you the exact one.
That's what you think it is?
Just basically going off the top of my head, yeah.
I just want to say, I want to give credit to Gary for finally saying, I don't know, I have to look it up.
Yeah. And he actually has some of the definition right when he said a systematic study. Science.
Well, a systematic study of what natural phenomenon. I think that's what it is. I don't know exactly how it's written in the textbook.
No, you got systematic study of natural. That's the only part you got right. But science, I'm gonna tell you.
Phenomenon? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. No, it don't say phenomenon. I'm gonna tell you though. Science, noun, the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. That is
the same thing.
Hold on. What is the definition of science?
Here are some matching news articles.
Nope, that's not what I want. Just so people won't think I made this up. What is the definition of science?
Science, the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment.
So, key word, it says the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world. So, when we study how the physics of water behave, how do we observe the behavior physics of water? How do we watch it behave? Anybody can answer that.
Yeah, I mean, how human beings, we observe the world and the universe through our five senses.
Okay, very good. That's a good answer. So, but when we look at water, how do we see water behave through observation, through observing water? How do we see the physics of water behaving? Whether you have a bottle of water, right? Whether you have a bottle of water, whether you have a water in a sink, in a tub, in a lake bed, a river, a ocean, how do we observe water behaving? Anybody can answer that question.
Once again, the only way I know of human beings to experience anything is through their five senses. I don't know if there's another way.
Okay. Somebody else answer that question. When we watch water, how does water behave as we observe water? Anybody can answer that question. Uh-oh, Sean. Oh, was that you, Spike?
That was scary.
No, this Sean. He's on a not exactly a rig, but he's on a landscaping device, and it gets real loud around there. He's working.
My apologies. I'm gonna back out and go into the YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I sent you the link to the show. Okay. All right, but somebody else can answer that question. When we watch water, when we watch the physical, when we're observing the physical characteristics of water, how do we watch water behave? Anybody can answer that question.
Behave as in regards to what?
How does it behave? Just like when we watch we watch electricity, we watch how lightning behaves. You know what I'm saying? When we watch lightning, we watching how electricity behaving. When when what's a good another one? When we cut the light switch on, we watch how the lights are behaving. What do trying to answer the question without giving away too much. How does water behave? When you pour water in a glass, how does it behave? When you pour water into a puddle, how does it behave? That's not a trick question. It's not a hard question either. Unity, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So Spike, how do we watch water behave?
Adapts to whatever thing you put it in is gonna take the form of that thing.
Very good. Now, with after it takes its shape, after it takes its shape of its holder, how does it start to behave then?
Same manner as whatever the holder of the container that it's in.
I know we passed that stage, but once it takes the shape, well, I'm holding my camera on my bottle up to the camera. Once it takes the shape, right, it becomes level and flat at the surface after it forms to the shape that it's in. Correct? Right? Anybody?
Yes, it goes and becomes level.
Yeah, it becomes.
Why did it go? Why did it become level?
It becomes flat and level. Now, mind you that Earth is 70% water. Now, I was looking at a picture. I was looking at this picture of how of what the Earth would look like without its oceans. Let me show y'all something.
Question is, why did it become level?
Don't say gravity, because gravity cannot make anything curve and level at the same time. Sorry.
The question is, why did it become level?
Because when it gets to the top of whatever its holder is, it's going to become flat. It's going to basically align itself with the top of whatever's holding it.
Yeah, we'll agree upon that. The question is why. There needs to be an explanation for that. Do you have one?
Hold on, this is a phone call. Hold on. Y'all go ahead and get the flow. I got a phone call. Give me a second. Hello?
I think it's density, Gary. Whenever y'all talk about gravity and stuff,
I did. Why he cutting up again?
Most people is talking about really is density. You can see that if you put a ball in the ocean.
Yeah, but how does
okay?
Density,
yeah, I gave David his medicine as soon as he got done eating.
So basically, you take your theory of gravity and you unravel it,
right?
And then you ravel your brain around density, and then that's basically going to explain to you what they trying to hide from.
Yeah, that's not an explanation. That's just like rewording the word gravity to mean dense. Like what you just said was, I would take the word gravity, and instead of using the word gravity, I would use the word density, and then it does the same thing. But the problem is, I'm asking you, how in your aspect does density cause something to become level? Because that's your explanation. The question I had is, what causes water to become level? Your explanation is density. The question is, how does density determine something to become level?
Well, I mean, it's going to take the shape of the container that's in it. You know what I mean?
That has nothing to do with it becoming level.
Yes, it does. But go ahead. I'm
well,
confused.
Well, how does it conforming to its container mean it will become level?
Okay, I'm back.
Whatever I give you, you're not understanding or agreeing with it. I tell you, density, the water is going to take.
It's not that I'm not understanding. I'm asking you your question because I'm asking you a question. You're not giving me an answer. You just go to something else, and that doesn't answer the question. I need something that actually gives an explanation for what you're saying.
I just told you. So where are you going with this? I'm confused. I told you that it's going to take the shape of its container.
Okay, so how does it take in the shape of the container mean it'll be level?
What do you mean?
You said it will take the shape of the container. Okay, so by taking the shape of the container, that means it's automatically going to be level?
If the container is leveled, yeah.
So if the container isn't leveled, then the water won't be level. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying if it's in an unleveled foundation, then no, it won't be level. It will be, if it's a slant in the water bottle, then it's going to have a slant. If it's an abstract shape, it's going to be abstract.
So if you had a glass of water and you filled it with water.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Even if it, hold on, that's not necessarily true.
3/4 of the way, and then you take that glass and you hold it kind of at an angle. The water inside will also be at an angle. It won't.
That's not necessarily true. Even if you turn the bottle any kind of way or whatever, the water is not going to move with that bottle. It's going to stay flat and level throughout the whole bottle. That's like my whole.
Which means his assertion that the shape of the container is what causes it to be level is incorrect.
No, water. That's water. Water becomes level because it doesn't have no definite shape. So whenever it reaches the top of its container, once it starts to fill up its container, whatever, it has no more shape to fill, so it's gonna level itself off. Which brings me to my next argument. They say, now as you see here,
what causes it to level?
Now as you see here, this right here is. Can you see it? There it is.
No. What caused it to level again? Because you hadn't actually said it.
Say what now? I couldn't hear you.
What caused it to go level again? And actually said.
Oh, you talking about the water?
Yeah, you just said the water levels itself out. Like, how does it do that? How does the water level itself out?
Because this is natural characteristics. What are you talking about? Like, how are we talking right now? That's our natural characteristics.
Well, you explain. You said water becomes level. I'm asking you, why does it become level? That requires an explanation. Now you're telling me that it's just a natural
yes.
amount of
I
water
don't.
to go level.
I simply
It just goes level just because.
I simply don't know a way to exactly explain that. I want to say partly density, but I don't want to just grab the straws and just fall into an answer that will work for me and not for the truth. So, but I'm just gonna stick.
I appreciate that, because then I will of course ask you how density determines something become level.
Of course, I'm already on top of that. You're not gonna catch me in the trap. But anyways, when you look at here, give me a second.
Yeah, well, Jamaican,
Okay.
I gotta get. If you're still on later, I'll try to get back on.
All right. Well, hold on real quick before you do. Now, you see here, this is what the earth would look like without water. Okay.
Okay.
Or even like this one down here. Even like this one down here. And you see that it's not perfectly spherical or oblate or whatever. So, how in the world does it become, if water always finds its level and flatness, how in the world does it become a perfect sphere? Seeing that water, hold on, but seeing this water, hold on.
Would mean 90 degrees of gravity.
Hold on, seeing this water always takes the form of its container that is in water. The ocean should. Yes, it is. Show me something to pour water on into any object. Pour water into anything and tell me it would not take the shape of whatever you pour it into. And if Earth is surrounded by water or whatever, the Earth would still look like this. Water would not make it a perfect sphere if this is how the Earth looked like without water. And that's how I wanted to cover before you leave.
You are witnessing gravity. Yeah, you're witnessing gravity within a gravity. I mean, you're witnessing water within a gravitational field. So that you're based on that how it reacts when it's under gravity. That's what you're responding to. Naturally, if you poured water, if you could get water to pour into a container, say in space, it would not conform to the container.
That's a lie.
That is not a lie. If you put water into a container in zero gravity, where there is no gravity, it would not conform. Matter of fact, it would turn into a ball.
But we can't. We cannot use that. That's not science. We cannot observe. No, that is not science.
If that container turns into a ball in the water, of course it would turn into a ball, but that container would have to turn.
If you pour water out just into outer space with no gravity around it, it naturally forms into a ball.
But that is not science, Gary. Well, I'm trying to make you understand. That is not. No, it's not, because we cannot observe or experiment it for ourselves. See what you're doing now. What he doing? What he doing is having a flashback when Don Pettit and that other dude that like to play the guitar up in the ISS was up there playing with water, and Scott Kelly he's reflecting back what they playing with water, and the water turns into a ball when they release it, when they pour the water out. That's what he's referring to. We cannot trust what them other them higher figures tell us. We have to be able to observe and experiment it for ourselves. Peer review. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Half the stuff you learned in school and you did not experience yourself. That is silly.
Exactly. But now, since I'm putting the truth out there, I can go back and wish I would have went back and tell them teacher, hey, we can't experience this ourselves. I would have challenged my teachers.
You still would have been in school then. You would have never graduated if you claim that you have to do everything that's listed in the textbook yourself. Some information is given to us based on knowledge, and we're able to extrapolate that information.
And other is built on the,
actions.
other is built to teach fantasies. And what I'm saying, and you're
Well,
not gonna dodge this. You're not gonna dodge this
to
hold on. You're not
have
gonna
you
dodge
ever
my original
saw
argument. My original argument is you can't use what them astronauts did to make it look good for the cameras if we cannot repeat the same experiment down here on Earth. If it's not observable, repeatable, experimental, it is not science. It is not following the scientific method.
It is just experiment. You think that observation means that you literally looking at it yourself, not that you can observe it happening on a video or you saw it on this or anything else that you can't confirm that.
No, not at all, bro. If you observe anything,
you've never seen an ice wall, but you will still hold on and grasp to that concept.
I don't even. But look, I don't even 100% subscribe to the ice wall. You know, it does make sense, yes. It does make a whole lot of sense. The reason why they have the Antarctic Treaty and stuff. I mean, that does make me scratch my head. Maybe they are hiding the ice wall or keeping people from going there. Yeah. But that's something, but still, that's something we all could stick together and go verify for ourselves. You cannot compare that to going up in space. See, this is how they try to use a unrefutable argument. That no, hold on. You can't use that. You can't compare that to actually you and me going up in space to see if water would behave different as it does on Earth. Even though we know it won't, but still we can't sit there and say that, saying that we can't go, that we cannot go observe it for ourselves. Now,
well, let me tell you something, Jamaican. I've never seen ever before in my life a koala, but I know they're actual koalas. I've seen pictures of koalas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually need to go see and touch a koala to know that there's actually koalas. I've seen pictures of koalas, and I believe that those are actual pictures. I've never seen a penguin before. I've seen pictures of penguins.
Yeah,
does that mean that there's no penguins because I've never
yes,
actually
but
seen
let me ask you.
myself?
But let me ask you, which one can you go and observe for yourself though? Going over to Australia to see koalas or going to Antarctica, some parts of Antarctica to view penguins. Which one can you go? Which one is more quicker? Can you go verify for yourself? Going to see koalas and penguins, or going to space, Which one can you go verify for yourself?
Going to space would be the harder. Going to space would be the harder of the three.
That's not what I asked you. I said which one would be more easy for you to go verify for yourself, space or a koala bear?
Which one would be the easiest? The one that would be easiest is probably seeing the koala.
Okay, then. So you cannot compare that. You cannot compare something that is more easier to be verified against something that's impossible. You and I cannot go to space.
The point wasn't that you can verify it. The point is that even before I go try to see a koala, I've already seen a picture of a koala. Just like you've already seen a picture of a water in space. But you deny the water in space one. But you'll accept the koala one, even though you've never seen a koala.
You also seen the picture of a globe. They keep them in every class for the kid.
You are correct. But just like I'm saying, what Jamaican is saying is you can't accept. What Jamaican is saying is that you can't accept that how water acts in space.
Yeah, because who it came from are a bunch of fucking liars.
But you can accept a picture of a koala.
Yes, because who it came, because they came from a bunch of liars. It came from a bunch of well-known liars.
That would be like him saying that there is a space. So if he says that water balls up in space, that's the same thing as him saying that there is space. So
thank you.
Agree to that because it's not. It doesn't make sense.
I'm not going to agree to. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to agree to that. You know what I'm saying? And that. water does not ball up. Here on Earth, we do not observe water balling up when it's at a resting point. You know, people can use raindrops.
On Earth, you're
People,
within a gravitational field.
people can use raindrops and this and that or whatever, but when the raindrops hit the ground, it forms a puddle and remains flat. People can use ice cubes, but ice cubes is no longer.
And this is
ice
all an example of what happens to water when it's inside a gravitational field. But I have to go. If you're still on later, Jamaican, I'll try to grab it. Come back home.
Well, I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Thanks for coming, man. And next time, come with a little more open mind.
I always do, Jamaican. I'm just ready for you to actually give valid arguments.
Hey, do your research.
I gotta go.
You're smart, man. I know you know the Earth is flat.
Right.
No. The Earth is not flat. You need to.
That's how he observed it. We know he observed the Earth is flat. Everybody, we all observe the Earth being flat and stationary.
Yeah.
Billy Sanchez, he up in here? Hold on, facts. Yeah, but shit. What I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up today. Right now. But let's see. Before I do though, hold on. Before I do, I'll leave y'all with a song. Let's hope it plays. I'm trying to get it to play. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with a song. Actually, I might leave y'all with 2 songs. Alright, you might want to mute your mic. Oh, okay, you got to mute, cool. Space may be a mile from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a mile from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a mile from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a mile from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space? Or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? Then you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it? You feel empowered by the knowledge and you feel enlightened, listening to Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie and this whole world ain't what we thought it was. NASA's missions to the moon were never completed. They just filmed them in a room and people believe it. I used to wonder what it's like to be an astronaut. Now when I see them acting, I can't help but to laugh a lot. They give us cartoons and they claim that we live on a ball. But it's flat and it's not moving or spinning at all. Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go. history has been rewritten by winners of wars. The Jesuit order, Khazars, Freemasons, and more. They pulled the veil over our eyes, and it's time to awaken. Through organized indoctrination, our minds have been taken. It's time we take our power back and we rescue our people. The Vatican and the bankers are like Resident Evil. They may have had the greatest plan that was ever concocted, but Illuminati never thought that they'd ever be spotted. They're manufacturing reality all in our heads. They tell us if the earth is flat, then we'll fall off the edge. But if it is a spinning ball, we won't fall off it then.
And gravity is an imaginary magic friend.
Why is water always flat when manipulated? Why are pictures of the earth
Computer generated?
Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go.
It's becoming 100% crystal clear that you and the other space programs that are in operation are connected and are deceiving the entire world. More and more people are waking up every single day, and we are now able to see right through you. But what we really want to know is, why are you lying? Sincerely, me and the great people of this earth.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Can I play one more?
The captain thinks the world is around, see? But we all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat. Sure, I know the world is flat.
Yeah, so do I. Everybody knows that.
One more, family. Oh, cartoon ball. Okay, I'll play that one next. I got you. I got cartoon ball next.
In that your pain is past you. Your life just races past you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. We are enslaved like cattle, held back with chains and shackles. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. In that your pain is past you. Your life just races past you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. We are enslaved like cattle, held back with chains and shackles. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. There is a hidden agenda at play. Same old bullshit, but a different day. They're telling us lies and they're getting away. Deceiving the world and it isn't okay. Get out my way, cause I'm shining the light on these bastards with every chance that I get. Attempting to wake people up to this nonsense and tell the elite just can't handle this shit. Sick of living life in utter madness. So sick of them treating us like maggots. Look at textbooks taught in classes. Do some research, nothing matches. And they start waving their Hollywood wands. No sign of a brain because all of it's gone. That's where they want it.
I knew that was gonna happen because it started freezing. Hold on. I already knew they was gonna do that. Hey Neil, welcome. I already knew they was gonna do that. Maybe If I don't play it in full screen, probably.
All I offer is the truth. In that your pain is fasting, your life just races past you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. We are enslaved like cattle, held back with chains and shackles. Wake up, the Matrix has you. Wake up, the Matrix has you. In that your pain is fasting, your life.
Second retard. Let me see if a cartoon ball will play.
It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage. A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb people.
Hold on. I'm gonna play it without the graphics, y'all. I'm gonna play it without the graphics. Let me see. There it is. I'll play it without the graphics.
It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage. A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb people believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till the elite are being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big bang, evolution, and there's gravity. I tell the truth, and then these motherfuckers laugh at me, telling me the earth is Photoshop because it has to be. Most people accept the deception happily, but what they're doing to us all is a tragedy. God created the heavens and the earth in a verse, but we're living in a galaxy. They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof. It seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from grace. You can take that bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face. I'm the antisocial type. You're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, because you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the flow model. Ever since y'all could fall. We follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature because we're all too small. And no, it's never been proven. They say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living life on the cartoon ball. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage. They say that we went to the moon 6 times, but pure BS is the way that smelled. Now they're telling us that we can't even leave the planet because of the ban on the radiation belt.
Okay, sure. NASA,
what you lying for? You lying now? You lied before. I can't take this anymore. The only thing they took to space was your imagination. Fake aliens are coming, now they have you waiting. We need to do something about it. No procrastination, trying to cause the masses to awaken. That's the path I'm taking. But you can see if you check all the percentages. So many people having cognitive dissonance. But that's what happens at the loss of your innocence. Then you get involved with all of this wickedness. They try to do all the humans this way. So are they just idiots? Who is to say? Conditioned by the television, it makes your decisions, opinions, and you just obey. Stuck in the material domain of Satan, where everything in each and every day is pagan. Mandela effect, cause the game is changing. People waking up and now the cage is shaking. The earth is flat, and
that's a universal fact. If it isn't that, then tell me where the fuck the curve is at.
They tell us that we can't see it because
we're all too small.
And now we're spinning
on a cartoon ball.
Horizon means horizontal.
Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the good model ever since y'all could crawl.
Rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying
we can't see curvature because we're all too small.
And it's never been proven. They say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh, no,
Not at all.
It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies.
What's good? Cartoon ball. ODD?
That has been pulled over your eyes to blind you.
No, that's ODD.
Like everyone else, you were born into bondage.
Yeah, hold on.
Born into a prison.
You got Spotify? Hold on. What you're seeing here is Mirage.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as
Simple as that. Okay, go ahead, Huey. What was you saying? Yeah, that was that's ODD TV. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's ODD TV, homie. Huh? See, you going in and out, bro. You sound like a robot. Yeah, yeah, let me see. I might can. You look. Let me see. Okay. Here's the. Hold on. I finna post. I'm gonna send you the link to the whole. I'm sending you the link to the whole video. I mean, to the whole album. But the reason I don't listen to this in my car cause it burn data because only way I can listen to it. Only way I can listen to it is through YouTube.
Oh yeah, no. Have you heard Black Magic? Cambada?
I probably have. Oh, American Bomb. No. Oh yeah, American Gambada. No.
Oh, Black Magic and Cambada. They got a song Black Magic. Got a song Black Magic. That shit hard. I ain't gonna think you drop the science in that motherfucker.
Do it? No, I ain't even see it, bro.
Yeah, he go hard. I be trying to listen to nothing but conscious community. You know, conscious shit. You know,
Yeah.
B.O.B. goes super hard on that shit too.
Shit, I believe it. Hold on, I'm trying to do another I'm doing another video.
The earth is too small. Play that shit again. That shit hard, boy.
Cartoon ball. It go hard.
Yes, sir.
I can play I play for you again after we stop streaming. Hold on. Yeah, cause we streaming right now. Yeah, I'll play for you again. Let me go ahead and set my control panel up. Okay. Okay, I better say the hell. I've been dead this whole time. Okay. Now. Yeah. Now I'm gonna play one. I'm gonna play one more video to leave out. Let me see. I'm gonna play one more video for we to leave out.
I think I'm gonna shoot a video this weekend for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a video. I got a song called The System. I'm gonna shoot a video too for y'all.
Shit, that's what's up. I know you heard that Bro Sanchez on my Malcolm shit, ain't you?
Oh man, that's my shit.
Man, that motherfucker still go hard. Alright.
Bro Sanchez hard as fuck.
Yeah, he beat that nigga outdo Young Pharaoh on science and on them lyrical skills.
Lyrical skills, definitely. That boy don't even stand it. That nigga can't rap with my 10-year-old son. Facts. My motherfucking 11-year-old to write a song that'll tear his ass up. With facts. That nigga don't want name dead. They ain't sleeping around. He fucking with some real G's. Boy, we like it. They ain't ready for Sanchez. Me and Sanchez need to do something. I'm trying to get with him. You know, get with the Bill, get with the Bill, with the Sanchez, legendary Dukes, do some tracks. Let Bill do some tracks, man, and let's just do a flat earth project, a real truth project. And just science on these motherfuckers.
And we got a few singers in there too. You know, Empress Lou, she got them vocals. The Bill, you know, the Bill got them vocals.
That's what I said. Yeah, the Bill, the Empress Lou, we got everybody. We got the community right here. Not only that, we can do some videos. We already got everybody already doing all the cameras. Y'all gotta do that shit. We can do some visuals. We just got to come together, man. We need a compound or something that we all can just come together and fucking operate, man, and put together some of this shit, man. Yeah.
Let me see.
That's what we need to be pushing for. Trying to get together enough money where we can go buy a compound and get all the people. Like I do construction, I can come down there and offer my services so we can build up our community and have our own little spot where we can come and create these visuals. Because visuals they play a big part in all the deception that they do. So if we can just tap into some of the visual and the artistry of the deception and just try to change that shit, that's what they're killing us at. You know?
Right. They oh, hold on. You want me to play? You want me to play They Live? Okay. I'll play They Live. I was about to play The Matrix Has You, but you know, I'll go ahead and play. I'll go ahead and play They Live. Oh, this stupid thing, man. Okay. All right, Witch Bella, I got you. This song go hard though, Huey. I know you ain't heard this one. I've been rocking this motherfucker for about a year. Let's see if it'll play. If not, actually I want to play it without the graphics. Hold on, fam. Let me see if I can find it without the graphics. Cause it's gonna keep buffering and stuff with the graphics in it. Is it this one? This might be the. Let's see. It said this is a remix though.
Where sci-fi and fantasy merge with reality. We live, we sleep.
No. We gonna check out the remix one day, but I wanna. Oh shit! I just seen it. Here it is. No, that's Illusions. Yeah, we're gonna check out. We're gonna check out the remix one day. Back at you, goddess. I have an idea. Now, that way I should be able to choose the songs from it. Let's see.
That fucking track smoking right there.
Yeah, I know. That's not the song though. This is Zombieland. I'm looking for.
That's the instrumental. I need that instrumental. I might have to burn that up.
No, that was the actual song. I just paused it. I'm looking for. Illusion, bringing it along.
That's just hard as fuck.
Damn, I wanted to hear that one too. Where is that? Shit, I guess I ain't got no choice but to play this one. This song is on his Never Sleep Again album, but YouTube being fucky and making it harder and harder to find his videos.
Payday Monsanto. Let's get it, homie. We sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Time to wake up to the deceit.
Whole reality is made up by the elite. They live. We sleep.
The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Whole reality's made up by the elite.
Oh, sorry.
Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit.
Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live.
We sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. I came here to kick some ass just like Roddy Piper. These motherfuckers that walk among us, they got me hyper. But don't be chewing that bubble gum, it's got aspartame.
Mute your mic, bro.
It's a chemical directly targeted at your brain. Just like the fluoride that they put in the water supply. And all the geoengineering we got in the sky. I'm trying to tell you and I hope that you're hearing me clearly. This ain't no bullshit speculation, conspiracy theory. They live and they're controlling every move you make. From the apartment that you live in to the juice you drink. They give you television to help you ignore this prison while feeding you genetically modified organisms. They want us like the Walking Dead, just obey and consume. Don't worry about anything, keep awaiting your doom. To all my warriors out there, this is indeed my call. It's time to put a fucking end to this elite cabal. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. When they try to prove their spinning ball Earth, it's remarkable. All their arguments are absolutely fucking farcical. It's clearly been shown your problems aren't resolvable. Your theory has been blown into tiny little particles. The pharmacological drugs they got the masses on precludes them from putting their rowdy Piper glasses on. And even when they do, they're unable to gaze too straight. Cause for most of them it's way too late for them to see past their conditioning. They will not be listening to anything outside their paradigm imprisonment. They are ensconced in a nonsensical certitude, brainwashed by devils to revel in their servitude. It's idiocracy, pure hypocrisy. Waking these dummies up, it used to mean a lot to me. But nowadays I wanna tip their canoes, and as they drown, tell them this is what you get when you snooze. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elites.
We sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the defeat. Our whole reality's made up by the elite. Yeah, yeah. We sleep, the alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
Either put on these glasses or start eating that trash can.
One more, and then I'm gonna close the stream. Now listen to this one, Huey. This motherfucker go hard, bruh. Plug it up to your speakers and rock this shit.
They put the truth in the movies and lies throughout the news.
Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to buffer up? No. I'm gonna find one that probably is a little better than. How about that? Let's see. Let me see, man. I'm gonna find one that don't got too many graphics. Nope. That's not what I want. That's not what I want, family. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Cause I got all these things running. Here we go. Oops. Here we go. Here we go, baby. We zombies. Welcome to The Walking Dead.
They put the truth in the movies and lies throughout the news. They manufacture opinions and form all of your views. Everything we think we know is actually opposite of the truth. But what do you do when reality's fraudulent? The whole system is rigged. It's an illusion of choice. You can keep screaming and yelling, end up losing your voice. What's the point? What's the point? That's what I ask sometimes. Roll a joint,
smoke a joint, and then I smash some pride.
I'm still a slave, but that boy overdose is hard to control. How far will he go? Much further than you possibly know. ODD TV, I've been doing this. I have to get deep because half of you are asleep, the other half are just sheep.
Wakey, wake the fuck up, man.
I'm really sick of this. They rub the truth all up in our faces and it's ridiculous. They always keep the odds stacked against us and we can't seem to win. After seeing all the things I've seen, I'll never sleep again. Everything is alright. Stay till the day you die. Watch all of the evil. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. We live in a prison cube, ruled over by the hexagon. Nothing but witchcraft and black magic spells in your lexicon. Search till the day you're dead and gone. There's gotta be some way out of here. Looking up at the sky, just watching chemical clouds appear. They got these toxic heavy metals filling up your body. You're a zombie, unaware that you serve the Illuminati. Man, how's your head feel after taking that red pill? When you learn the truth, it's scary. You can barely stand still. The Matrix is a computer-generated dreamland. Most certainly you're a worker bee for the queen, man. They lie to us about outer space and the earth is flat. They're killing us with the food they sell. What's worse than that? You may wake up, but that doesn't mean the world's gonna change. It can stress you out, make you depressed, or fill you up with rage. We're in a cage, the whole world is nothing but a stage. And we're almost there, so be prepared for the coming age. Every day is sunlight. Slave till the day you die. World full of love, baby. I'll never sleep again. Rules that you must obey. Can't seem to get away. It's making my head spin. I'll never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Never sleep again. Everything is sunlight. Everything, man. Slave till the day you die. There's no escaping it. World full of good people. They live. I'll never sleep again. I'm an insomniac. Rules that you must obey. Obey, obey, obey. Can't seem to get away. No, I can't get away. It's making my head spin. It's not the world spinning. I'll never sleep again. Never, ever, ever. Chemicals in the sky. What the hell am I praying, man? Nobody wants fine. Those are just clouds, bro. Organic my skin. I'll never sleep again. I can't do it. Turn my one face in. JT. It's opposite. Wish it was all.
Hold on. It's almost over. It's just not possible. All right, what's up, fam? Huey P, you there?
Yeah, that's the same dude.
Yeah.
That's the same dude on the songs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the link you sent me. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, this ODD TV. I know you seen this video.
I don't know, bro. I don't really watch TV and shit like that. I ain't seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, you had 21 questions, a stranger's guide to flat Earth.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Oh, dog, you gotta check that out. This shit, but hell, you already into flat Earth though. That's usually for beginners, like when I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of beginners around me.
Right. But hold on, let me end the stream real quick. But thank y'all for coming out, family. Rich Bill, I seen you. Destruction by Design, I seen you out there. I got Hugh P on the panel. Gary came through. Shine G came through. Flat Earth Unity came through. Spike came through. That's a Tommy Rogers. I see you up in there. Neil Yarbrough came through. Terry Johnson. Thank y'all for coming through. Spherical Cow, Billy Sanchez. And I believe that completes my roll call. I believe, yeah. So as I always end all my streams, I would like to say thank y'all for coming. Next week, I don't know. We definitely gonna pick up on some more of making Neil deGrasse Tyson and be an idiot, seeing that he don't know what he's talking about all the time. So with that being said, remember to always be kind to each other. Stay true to yourself. Stay flat. Keep it flat. Class dismissed, y'all. Thank you for coming.